ఆపదామపహర్తారం దాతారం సర్వసంపదాం లోకాభిరామం శ్రీరామం భూయో భూయో నమామ్యహం. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. Should we chant a bhajan? All together? Jai Sriman-Narayana, Jai Sriman-Narayana. Jai Sriman-Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Chanting the name is to allow the flow of devotion from the hearts. There should not be any kind of blockade. So we should allow it. We should not be sitting so tight. Let's join the hands and chant it. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. बोल लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, रामानुज स्वामी जी महाराज की, समस्त भक्त वृंद की जय श्रीमन्नारायण. So happy to be with all these Nottingham great citizens, great devout community here. Just we had the darshan of the temple, which the priest said is 50-year-old, the first temple of this area, and we feel so happy to be here in the presence of that Lord and with you all. We are now on the dawn of Guru Purnima tomorrow. Guru Purnima is the full moon day of this Ashadha month. Seems to be very auspicious day, and it is considered a great day to get the grace of our gurus and mentors. Our mentors, our gurus, are giving us the great enlightenment and knowledge, isn't it? What knowledge do they give to us? What a kind of knowledge they provide to us. The most valuable knowledge, right? The most precious knowledge. Where do they get it from? They get it from the origin, from the original sources, and they say that it is distributed to as many as possible. So they also get the benefit of that knowledge. What are the original sources of knowledge? We know the rains, right? Rain, where the water comes. Where from the rains come to us? From the oceans, true. 100 marks to you. Water comes from the oceans, and it is the sun who grasps the water, transforms that to the clouds, and those clouds bring the water to us and shower on us. For all the sources on this earth, for us to become a potable water, it is that cloud responsible. Water falls on the ground, sometimes it goes to the creeks, lakes, rivers, or in olden days it used to go to the wells, and then we used to draw the water from those wells. And nowadays, of course, there are bores where they drop water whenever it is required. Probably not in all the places, but in few places. Whatever the potable water may be on this earth, it comes from the ocean. Though ocean is the source of the water, but we cannot taste that water when it is in the ocean. Not even a single drop we can taste. Right? So salty. But when it is converted into the clouds, and when it is coming to us and raining on this earth, it becomes potable. Whatever the impurities of the water will be segregated, will be eliminated, and the water becomes so sweet so that we can survive on this planet, Earth. It is the cloud that is helping us, isn't it? And it is through the sun we are getting that water, but from the ocean. Take this as an analogy. Knowledge is like an ocean. It's from Vedas. But you won't be able to reach those sources. You won't be able to understand them. You won't be able to absorb the essence of that. You need some source, some sun. And that sun is great appearances of God in the form of avatars, and appearances of great sages who gave us the knowledge from the beginning. But we won't be able to reach there. They are like the sun. It's good. Sun is good. Without sun, of course, nothing is there. But you see, when the sun is with his effulgence, then you feel a kind of discomfort. It's not really enjoyable. Of course, for some people they maintain their bodies, that's okay. But even that is with some kind of effort, and that's not really enjoyable. But when the same sun's grace is converting the water into clouds and bringing that to you and raining, and you can drink it. God, probably who knows all the things, and if He appears on this planet and teaches you something, you really won't be able to understand. Because, did you see God ever? Not in movies, in real life. Did you see God ever? Yes or no? You see in temple and you hardly believe in that. But when God gives us any messages, even if He comes right away to you here, to this hall, and starts saying something, then you say, wow, what a kind of dress it is, decorated so well. And you don't believe in Him. God doesn't come like that. God chooses someone so that they can give you something. When God directly gives anything to you, it becomes unpalatable. You won't be able to understand and absorb. So He chooses someone and sends you those people so that they can just make it in a way so that you can understand. Vegetables are there in the market. You just can't eat them as they are. But when you give those vegetables to your mom, she knows how to prepare them. She adds what needs to be added. She eliminates what should be eliminated from the stuff and then cooks in a better way so that you can enjoy. That is how the great mentors and gurus who get that knowledge from God and then they prepare it in a way you can understand, you can realize, and you can follow. So gurus are like clouds. They come to us and they rain the water of knowledge on us, and they never discriminate people. Have you ever seen any cloud discriminating that these are good people? Let me rain here. These are qualified, so let me rain here. Or these are my people, let me rain here. These are not, so let me not rain, let me skip. Have you seen such kind of discrimination with the clouds? They never. They always shower the rain in all the places equally, with no discrimination, with no partiality, not only even to humans, even to animals and for trees. Whoever want to use that water for their survival, for their growth, they rain the water and support the life. Life in general, I say. We humans, of course, are consuming water. Animals are consuming the water. Birds are consuming the water. Plants and trees are consuming the water. Even insects also consuming the water, isn't it? So water is important for the survival of the life in whatever form it may be. But that water is given by the clouds, not by the ocean. Right? So the knowledge, the ocean-like knowledge should be given to us by the great acharyas and gurus who eliminate whatever is difficult for us to understand, whatever is unpalatable to us, and they slowly filter that and extract the water in a potable, they transfer the water into the potable manner, and then they shower on us. And of course, we receive it in a way our minds are matured. Everybody is not able to drink much water, isn't it? You may be able to drink a glass full of water, but when you see a bird is able to take just a few drops from that water, whatever the capacity, whatever the requirement that specific species has, draws only that much of water, and they are happy, and the rivers are happy, the clouds are happy, and the ocean also is happy. So also the knowledge from the great scriptures like Vedas, we won't be able to get that. But when it comes to us through the divine messages of our great gurus, then we are able to understand them, because they give a moral to us in an understandable manner. Sometimes truths also should be given in a way they understand, not you have to speak as it is, you know. There is a saying, Satyam Vada. What is that saying? Satyam Vada. What does it mean? Speak truth. It's a good saying, right? Wonderful saying. But how many of us stick to only Satyam? Only to the truth. Can anybody raise their hand that I never spoke a lie in my life? Anybody? No? At least the one who is holding the mic. Right? You know how difficult it is to speak Satyam Vada. Saying is so beautiful. It is from Yajurveda. Satyam Vada Dharmanchara Swadhyaya Anma Pramadaha. Beautiful sayings. But can we say only truth? Is it possible? You know, once upon a time, there was a king. All of a sudden, when he just woke up in the morning, had a wonderful thought. Let there be no person in my kingdom who speaks lies. So what to do? Immediately he called his minister and just asked him to pass a governmental order. What you call them is GOs, right? Just let them pass a GO. Anybody who speaks lies in my kingdom, they should be excommunicated from the society. The minister was frightened. But it's the king's order. There is no second thought. And king was frightened, the minister was frightened, and requested king, Your Majesty, yes, a small appeal, sir. Go ahead. Sir, can you give me 3 months of time to make a survey as how we can implement this government order? 3 months? Yes, sir, our kingdom is so big, sir. So we need to make a survey and we have to come with, proper implementable orders. Isn't it, sir? So please give us some time, sir. That's okay. And we need some fund also, sir, for that. No problem. He sanctioned a fund. And the minister went home for 3 months. And then later, he came back with his proposals and recommendations. And then he asked the Majesty, Your Majesty, yes, we have some doubts, sir. We need a few clarifications, sir. Okay, go ahead. Sir, we went to a school, sir. School, a primary school, and then to a middle school, and then to an upper primary school, and to a grammar school also, sir. We visited all the schools. But, sir, all the teachers are lying, sir, with the students. All the teachers are lying. Is it? Yes, sir. Example. Sir, I went to a classroom, sir. There the teacher, keeping a white board in his classroom. In those days it were blackboards. So keeping a blackboard in the school hall, and then he is drawing something like this and said, this is a tree. And then he drew another few lines and said, this is a crow. And drew another few lines, this is a fox. And the crow was a piece of flesh in its beaks, standing on the branch of the tree. And the fox saw the piece of meat, and it was fascinated to get it somehow, and came to the tree and sat down under the tree. And seeing the crow, the fox said, Oh, my uncle, oh, my crow uncle, I heard that you sing so sweet. I was fascinated to listen to your songs since many, many months. Very badly I am, in need of singing, doing something for which I want to listen initially from you. Can you just sing a song, please? I listen to that. And the fox asked. And then the poor crow was, because when the fox said, you sing so sweet, and your voice is so sweet, I love to listen to a song. And then the crow was very much, fascinated, and then opened the mouth to sing a song. What kind of song that a crow sings? Quack, quack, quack. The moment he opened the mouth, the piece of flesh fell down, and the fox, you fool, said, and caught hold of the flesh, and then ran away. Sir, this is a story teacher is telling to the students, sir. See how many lies that teacher is speaking with the students, sir. First of all, it's a blackboard. And he is drawing a few lines on that. He says that it is a tree. And then he drew a few lines and he says it is a crow. And then he draws some more lines and says it is a fox. And then fox speaks with the crow and crow reciprocates to the fox. What a kind of lie, sir. The language of the foxes are different. The language of the crows is different. How can a fox can speak with a crow, sir? How can a crow respond to a fox, sir? Don't you think, sir, these are all lies? But when I saw the books, the syllabus books, in every book this story is written, sir. That means those people who prepare the books are also promoting lies. And the teachers while teaching this are also promoting speaking lies. So, sir, I got a doubt, sir. What is that? We have to excommunicate all our teachers from our kingdom, sir. Because they are all liars. And those who published those books also are promoting lies. So we have to send out all our publishers from our kingdom, sir. Should we do it, sir? No. Why, sir? Your order says that anybody who speaks lies should be sent out immediately without any question. So should we send all the teachers and students, sir? No, no, no. If they all make a strike, then we'll be in trouble. You understand what happened in the French? All the people made an agitation and the king and queen have gone in the 90s, right? So when people revolution starts, very difficult for the kings to survive. So this leads to a big revolution. Don't send the teachers. Then, sir, your order becomes waste, sir. Because they are speaking lies, sir. They are not real lies. Oh, there are some real lies and unreal lies. See, it is just simply to say a moral to the students that don't fall at flattery. See, the crow fell at the flattery of the fox and then it lost its meal. To say this, the story is created in Panchatantra. You understand? The story is from Panchatantra. Panchatantra is a wonderful tales book, taking the animals and bird stuff as the characters. And there, don't fall at flattery. When you have something with you, there are always people around you to grab it from you. They may say something which is not there, and then they make you ooh, and then they take their job done. Don't fall at flattery. To say that the story is created, but they are lies, sir. Look, they are not real lies, I said. How to say that? They are called white lies. How do you call them? White lies. Uttutta badhal. And hence, you need not take them so serious. Okay, sir. I got another doubt, sir. This is exempted, right, sir? He said, okay. Then he said, sir, I got another doubt, sir. Okay, tell me what it is. I was just as passing by, I visited a friend's house, sir. Okay. Then the baby is suffering from fever, sir. The baby is 8-year-old, sir. Okay. And doctor prescribed a tablet to the baby, sir. That's fine. Doctors do so. But the baby is not interested in swallowing the tablet, sir, because it is so bitter. And then mother is lying with the baby, sir, with her own child. You know, the baby likes butter so much. The baby likes sugar also so much. So you know, sir, what the mother did? She brought the sugar, mixed with the butter, and put the tablet in the butter and said, Nana, This is not medicine. This is butter. You like butter so much, isn't it? And the baby said, I need butter. Take this butter. This is for you. And the baby has taken that butter. But there is medicine inside, sir. Mother says, this is not medicine. This is simply butter. You like the butter so much, isn't it? Eat it. And then baby ate it. How? Mothers are lying with babies, sir. Mother who has to teach everything to the babies, who has to give good samskara, who has to teach him everything. She is lying with her own children, sir. Should we send all the mothers? I saw not only one mother, sir. I went to some other house also. There also the mother is speaking the same language. There also she is lying with the child. So we have to send all the mothers, sir, from our society. We have to excommunicate them all. Oh, so big danger we will be in. We should not do that. But then how, sir? Mom is speaking lies, sir. This is not a real lie. Then this is also considered as, why? Because it is for the well-being of the baby. The real tablet, baby is not accepting. And there is no other way mother knows. Butter is recommended stuff for the baby even during the fever. So doctor said, okay, you can give like that. And so, just a mother is giving it under the guise of butter. The medicine also kept inside and giving it, sir. This is for the sake of baby's well-being and good health. For well-being, even if necessary, if you speak something like that, it's not considered as a real lie. It's considered as bad guys. Like that, the minister, after taking 3 months of time, he came out with so many things, and the king said, okay, this is exempted, this is exempted, this is exempted, then all are exempted. And still the majesty said, it is speaking truth, it can be considered as a truth. Then definition of a truth is changed now. What is the definition of truth? Speaking things as it is, isn't it? But not as it is always works properly. You have to speak in a way so that it is worked out well, not delivered well. How best you have to get the end result. Taking the end result, sometimes if you have to twist something here and there, still that is considered as right. And hence, there is a beautiful definition given to the word truth. What is that? Satyam bhutahitam proktam. Truth means working for the well-being of the people. Speaking something for the well-being of the people. Whatever is needed, you have to do that. You have to speak that. But your goal must be well-being of the other person. As long as it doesn't cross that limit, you speak anything for the well-being of the other person. It's considered as a satyam. Satyam bhutahitam proktam. I'll tell you one example from Ramayana. How many of you know Ramayanam? Ramayana, story of Rama. How many of you? Not many? Only 50%? Or 20%? Or 75%? How many of you know well? Okay, that's cool. Do you accept that Rama spoke lie? How many of you deny that Rama never speaks lies? Did ever Rama spoke lie? Did he speak? I'll tell you an incident from Ramayana only. Okay? Right. Rama was asked to go to the forest. For how many years? 14 years. Exile. Commanded by his stepmother, Kaikeyi. And father didn't say anything, but Rama accepted. Even though mother said, father said, I find no difference. So I just go to the exile. He decided. And then he arranged everything for that. And he was in the chariot. Because he has to first leave the kingdom, right? And his minister, Sumantra, was on the command. He was the charioteer. And along with Rama, Sita was there and Lakshmana also was there. And chariot was about to move. All of a sudden, Dasharatha came and stood in front of the chariot and said, Hey Sumantra, don't take the chariot. I cannot leave my Rama. If Rama is not there, I won't survive. I will die. Please, don't take the chariot, he said. There are people all around. Everybody was, I think you understand, everybody was in pain. Everybody was crying because it was time for Rama to get coronated. But the whole scenario was changed because of Kaika. And Rama, with his just normal dresses, what dresses they are? Made of jute. Yeah, with very plain dresses, he was just about to leave for forest. And it was the time all people were gathered around the chariot and they were crying, crying, crying. And on the top of it, the king Dasharatha came, stood in front of the chariot and commands because he was a king. And he says, Sumantra, you can't take the chariot. I order, he says. Rama was sitting in the chariot and said, Hey Sumantra, please take the chariot. I just can't see all the people crying and crying and crying. Please take the chariot very fast. Lead it. And then Sumantra asked Rama, how can I take chariot? It was the king who is standing in front and orders not to take the chariot and says he will die if the chariot is taken. And if Rama goes or if you go to the forest, he says that he won't be able to bear with the pangs of separation from you. What can I do, Rama? You say take the chariot. And king says not to take the chariot. I'm just like at the crossroads. I'm becoming just like a nut in the scissors. What can I do now? Rama thought for a while and said, Sumantra, you take the chariot. Lead the chariot. Ram, ignore the king and take the chariot. Rama, after I leave you on the banks of Ganga, I have to come back and report to the king. And then the king will fire me. I said not to take, but you took the chariot. You are unfit to be in this job. Get out of the job. He may throw me out. What can I do, Rama? I don't want to leave the king, nor you. Please tell me, what can I do now? Okay, I'll tell you something. Yes, Rama. First take the chariot. When you come back, king asks you, no, right? Why did you take chariot ignoring my command? He asks you, right? Then you can say, sir, I did hear your command, sir. How can I say that? See how much you, all people around are making a lot of noise, isn't it? So you can say very simply, sir, because of the noise, I was not able to hear your voice, sir. So I took the chariot. You can speak a small line. Doesn't matter. Come on, take the chariot. Is it Rama? Yes. Then Sumantra took the chariot. Read Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda. You can see this statement. Now you have to tell me, speaking lie, if you have to give 5 punishment, making others to speak lie, you have to give 10 punishments. Yes or no? Provoking others for doing something wrong is bigger sin than doing something by oneself. Yes or no? Rama provoked Sumantra to speak a lie if necessary, saying that I did not hear your command, sir, because people all around are making lot of noise. So I'm very sorry, sir. I did not hear your voice, sir. You can say that. Tell me now, does Rama speak lie? Why? Then how can you say Rama is Satya Sandhascha? Lakshmana took a vow. Dharmatma Satya Sandhascha Ramo Dasaradhir Yadi Paurushecha Pratidvandvaha Sarainam Jehi Ravanim. When Indrajit was fighting with Lakshmana in Lanka at the end of the thing, then Lakshmana used several weapons. No weapon worked on Indrajit because Indrajit was a mysterious person, mischievous person, and a tricky guy. And he disappears sometimes, appears sometimes. That's how he was waging a wrong war with Lakshmana. Lakshmana fought with him for 3 days, day in and out. And end of that, he thought, normal weapons will not work now. I have to use a special weapon. That is, he took a normal arrow, not some astra, not a missile. Simple, normal astra he has taken. Not astra, sastra. Just an arrow. But he chanted a very powerful mantra. That mantra is, if Rama is a righteous person, if Rama is truthful, Satya Sandhascha, and if Dasaratha's son Rama is valorsome, ho yaro, finish Indrajit. He just simply threw that. Finish. No other mantras worked on Indrajit. The simple mantra what Lakshmana used finally is Dharmatma Satya Sandhascha Paurushecha apratidvandvaha. His valor is par excellence. And then let Indrajit be finished. Simple mantra. You don't think it is a mantra, right? But it worked more than a mantra and Indrajit was finished. Now you have to tell me, is Rama Satyasandha speaks only truths or not? We consider, of course, we all accept Rama speak only truth, right? But what about the Sumantra's episode? Sumantra's episode. He insisted Sumantra to speak lie if necessary, saying that I did not hear your voice, and then he left for the forest in the chariot led by that same Sumantra. Do we consider it lie or not? But the sages did not consider it as a lie, because there is a reason. I'll tell you. Rama knows the pulse of the people very well. First of all, Dasaratha accepted to sanction the boons of Kaika, right? Whatever the boons you want, come on, ask and I sanction them for you. So, two boons she wanted. One is to coronate Bharata and to send Rama to the forest. Two things only. Dasaratha could not deny that, and he did not withdraw them as it is. See, simply standing before the chariot, Dasaratha would have said, Ram, I am withdrawing my boons given to Kaika, come back. Simple. Rama would have come back. But Dasaratha didn't say that. Hey Sumantra, don't take the chariot. I can't live without Rama. And then he said, Rama, don't go. Ignore me and occupy the kingdom. What Dasaratha said? Ignore me and sit down in the seat and then rule the kingdom, please. Why he has to say that much? He would have simply said, I am withdrawing the boons given to Kaika. Come on. Over. Dasaratha wanted that his vows must be as it is. He should become good. He always stands for his word. But Rama can get a blame like he did not care his father's words. He ignored father and occupied the seat. Just like, there are some people like Kamsa who put his father in jail and occupied the seat. There was a king called Aurangzeb. You know that? He kept his father in jail and he killed his brother and then stood before the public and said, look, I was actually about to go to the forest. I decided to go to the forest because, I wore saffron clothes. I gave up everything. But when I see the people, because father is not there, nor brothers, what happens to the people if nobody is there? You will be in the wings. I just can't see. I can't tolerate that. Tell me now, can I go to the forest? Then all people say, no, please be there. What to do? I just can't ignore your request also. With heavy heart, I accept the kingdom. He is the culprit. He made everything happen like that. And then as if they are requesting, then he stood. Then he took the kingdom, killing his own father, his own brother, etc. See, There are great people like that in the history. Dasharatha wanted Rama also to be listed along with them. He said, Ram, ignore me, don't care my vows, you occupy the seat. Instead he would have said, I am withdrawing my vows, please occupy the seat. Simple. He didn't say that. He didn't withdraw his boons given to the Kaika. But he wanted Rama to ignore father and occupy the seat. Rama knows the heart of his father. His father's heart is to stand on his vow. That's okay. What is that vow? I have to go to the forest. Let me go. Finish. Whatever that happens in between need not be cared. They need not be taken into account. But all that he has to see, reaching the forest for 14 years. If necessary, do anything, speak anything, but see that goal is reached. Is it right or wrong? For that, if necessary, yeah, he can speak something. That's why he said, Sumantra, if necessary, tell to the king, I didn't hear your voice, sir. It doesn't matter. Take the chariot. So then he went to the forest. What do you consider it? It's not a real lie. It's not speaking or provoking for lie. It is because people's attitudes are different, my friends. People sometimes out of agony, they may say something that I can't live without you, please. You need not take it for granted. I'll tell you some example. Suppose for somebody, some relative passed away, right? Some very, very intimate relative, any kind of relative, maybe sometimes a wife, sometimes a husband, sometimes mom, dad, child, whoever they may be, some intimate relative died. I don't know how it is in the Western country, okay? But most of you are from India, so I'll tell the Indian example. What they do after death, they create a kind of what you call pyre, something like that, and then on that they organize the body and then they carry it to the crematorium, isn't it? And there they do some samskaras. So the body was organized on that, but the very close relative, the other person, sat next to the body and said, oh, you gone, leaving me all alone, how can I live? I just can't live, please take me also along with you. Yes or no? Huh? Did you see this kind of scenes ever? And they say when the person is is taken away, the body is taken away. No, take me also, please, please. Did you see this kind of scene ever? When a person like you, most compassionate, and then they said, looks like this person cannot survive without that guy, isn't it? And he also says, let me also go, take me also along with that person. Crying, the other person said. So why to make him cry that much? Come on, create another one for him also. He only said. No others insisted. That person was only saying, "Oh, I just can't live without the person. Take me to." Take it for granted. If you create another pyre for the other person and try to put him on that, what happens? Not he run away, he kills everybody. Isn't it? No, out of agony I said that. You take it for granted and do this kind of thing for me? What should you do? You should stop me. Don't say that? Don't they say that? And then, this is one scene. Next scene is something. That day that samskara is completed, right? It completed before the sunset, because they have to do it before sunset. And all people returned home. And then they said, "Don't cry. Life is so impermanent. No, we should not cry. Take it easy, please." So they consoled the person. After that, because from the morning she did not eat anything, or he did not eat anything. So they brought a plate full of food. "Please, eat, Nana. Eat something." And then the person, what the person does? It throws the plate. "No, I don't want to eat." Yes or no? They insisted for some time, say 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But the person says, "No, I don't want to eat at all." Again you came into the picture. And see, when the person doesn't want to eat, why unnecessarily you are pressurizing other person? Don't give any food. And send the person into the room. Let him be there on the bed. And you did not give food for 2 days. Because the person didn't want to eat. Is it okay? Can you take it for granted? What happens if you do not give any food? You will be eaten away by that person. And then the person says, "Or if I deny, you have to accept it. You have to insist on me." అడుగుతారా అడగరండి అలాగా? వద్దంటే మానేయడమేనా? వద్దంటే వదిలేయడమేనా? బలవంతం చేసి పెట్టద్దా? You have to insist and see that at least they eat something. Is it not what you expect? Few things are like that in the world. I don't say it is wrong, but that pain will be like that. Few things you should not take them as it is. You have to ignore few things. You have to accept few things. Yes? Because if you really do that, the same person will start criticizing you for not doing that. Rama knows this law very well. And hence he said, "That's okay, Sumantra. Even it may be something wrong, but still we have to go from here. We should not be here." The same people who are crying now, insisting on me not to go to the forest tomorrow, you know what they say? Rama also not interested in going to the forest. He wanted some excuse. And people are crying, he took it as an excuse. And then stopped going to the forest. Who goes to the forest? Who will be interested in going to the forest? Living the wonderful kingdom. Living all the luxurious pleasures and stuff. Will there be anybody interested? Huh? This is what people say tomorrow. If Rama stops going, the same people who cried, they start throwing blames on Rama. Rama knows that. Swamiji, Ayodhya people are not such kind, Swamiji. You may say, but I can give you an example. After returning, when Rama and Sita were coronated, you know the story. Rama sent Sita to the forest. Do you know the story? When she was pregnant, Rama sent Sita, giving Lakshmana as support to drop her nearby Valmiki's ashram and return. And Lakshmana did it. The same people of Ayodhya who spoke so much, no one opened their mouth when Rama sent Sita. Do you know that? They would have asked Rama, Rama, where is our Sita? Where is our mother Sita? Why did you send Sita? We want Sita. We want Sita. We want Sita. They would have led a procession, right? You see so many people doing so many types of processions, right, on the streets. If they would have really liked, some guy spoke something nonsense and Rama took it for granted and sent Sita to the forest. I am not going to elaborate the entire story for you because you must be knowing the story. That's not necessary. But what point necessary is what I am telling you. What you need to understand there, because so many women, ladies from Bharat are very much upset with Rama when they think of, sending Sita to the forest when she was carrying. Yes or no? I am trying to explain to you why it became important for Rama to do, why it became important to Sita also to accept it. It's because somebody sat in the court and nobody raised their voice. When Sita was tested by the fire in Lanka itself, Rama knows, everybody knows, but who are there? Who are in Ayodhya, none of them know anything about it. So there may be a kind of doubts. Somebody doubted. When somebody doubts, what is the duty of other people? Tell me. To stop him and to explain to him, to say something about support or supporting that. No one raised their voice. No one, literally. Rama observed that. That means similar opinion is there among all. Among all. That means because Rama is a great person, they were not able to raise their voice. And they were just inside, there is a burn, but nobody was dare enough to come out. Rama understood that, he sensed that and said, okay, if that is the case, it is only me and Sita are the sufferers. But otherwise, all these people are suffering. So instead of making these many people suffer, 2 people suffering is good. So let me suffer, let Sita suffer, that's okay. He sensed it because in spite of sending Sita to ashrams, to the forest, none of the courtiers No one from the public, no one from the ministry asked Rama, why did you do this? They would have asked no. At least they would have demanded no. But no one. People say, if he did not care for that, Rama is also okay. So simply they neglect. They throw blame on him. To avoid that, Rama accepted, Sita accepted, and then he sent. I gave these two examples for you to understand the pulse of the people. People speak so many things during so many occasions. Everything need not be taken for granted. Understand? You have to understand the situation. You need to have a fair goal as the end, and to fulfill that, to reach that, whatever the way that you have to search for, do that. Do you know the puzzle? They create some puzzles. A bird from here should reach that end. There will be so many paths. This path, oh, stopped, come back, choose other path, choose some other path, choose some other path. But see, somehow you come to the end there. Did you see that kind of paths? Reaching the end is the goal. For that, whatever path is important, is needed, accept that, adopt it. That doesn't become wrong. But if the end goal is good, that's what I say. We are pretty sure for Rama, end goal is not to cheat anybody. Not for his own pleasures he does anything. Because his ultimate goal is people, their well-being. Ramo Rajyam Upasitva. Because he meditated upon the kingdom and he lived for them. And for that, whatever is needed, he does it. Sometimes it may be speaking something like the teacher spoke with the students, like the jackal started speaking with the crow. Do you take it as it is? It's a simile given for you. Take it, get the moral and practice it. The moral is, don't fall at flattery. Be careful. This is so simple. But if I say, don't fall at flattery, Swamiji has nothing to do. We have so many works for us to do, We have to live with the people, to do the job, we take care of the family, social obligations, 100 things we show. Swamiji speaks anything, he likes, because Swamiji has nothing to do. He is a sannyasi. For that, you need an analogy. You need a story behind, so that you can understand well. That's why I took an example of Rama. There are some other examples also in Ramayana, but when the time comes, we'll tell you. Not now. But my point is, what does it mean by Satyam? What does it mean by Satyam? Truth. Well-being of the people around becomes truth. Whatever is needed for that, you need to adopt that. You have to follow that. Not just simply to say that. You understand? That's why we took even the example of not normal people, not normal person. From the Rama we took the example. So, we are all people stood for Satyam. Veda talks us, stand for the Satyam. That is well-being of the people. But if it is said like that, just you memorize that, and there the whole thing is gone. You simply just memorize and finish. Is it Satyam Vada when it is said? Is it just repeating that necessary or practicing it necessary? Pandavas and Kauravas were attending a class when they were young. You know the story, right? Pandavas how many? Pancha Pandavas how many? Pancha. Pancha Pandavas how many? They are 5. Kauravas? 101. One sister. 100 they, one sister. 101. All these 106 guys were attending the class. Teacher one day explained a lesson. Krodham Tyeja. What is the lesson? Krodham Tyeja. What does it mean? Give away anger. What is the meaning? Give away anger. Simple lesson, isn't it? Very simple. And the lesson for the day is over. Next day when the class was about to start, teacher came to the podium and asked, I told you one lesson yesterday. Do you remember that? And the first he asked Yudhishthir, the eldest of Pandavas, Dharmaraja, did you learn the lesson? Did you remember? He said, no, sir. Hare, so simple lesson. What is the lesson? You also got it. Normal person like you also got it. But they are so brilliant. And that was Treta, Dwapara Yuga. Very powerful age. You didn't this small lesson. What a kind of fool you are. Okay. Let me ask Bhishmacharya, the Bhimasen. Bhim, did you learn the lesson? I got it. Tell me what it is. Krodham Tyeja. Simple lesson. He said. How did he say? Krodham Tyeja. And then asked again, Yudhishthir, your brother said no. At least now you can say, no, sir. He said, no? No, sir. Teacher was not happy. And he asked the rest of the brothers like Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, all. They all said. But Yudhishthira said, no, sir. And then, something wrong. But that's okay. Let me check with Kauravas. And the first of the Kauravas was Duryodhana, Suyodhana. Hey Suyodhan, did you get it? I got many things. Can you tell me? All they said no. Are you tell me that. Krodham Tyeja. Yudhishthira, see your brother. Suyodhana also was telling. At least tell Nana. No, sir. And Guruji was really upset. He asked all the 100 children. All they replied. But still Yudhishthira says, no, sir. Guruji was out of control. What was the lesson? Give away anger. And Guruji was not able to control his anger. And he came and gave a slap to Yudhishthira. And he was just, tears were rolling on his cheeks. I got it, sir, he said. You would have said before. And then Yudhishthira said, sir, You said give away anger. But how can I know whether I gave away or not? If there is an occasion to become victim for anger and still I was able to control, then only I can say whether I gave away or not. Now you slapped me, sir, and it is so strong. I would have complained with my dad, and probably you would have fired for that, because he was the son of the king, princess. He was a prince, right? And if I launched a complaint with my dad, you'll be nowhere. But still, because you said, give away anger. And now it is the time for me to give away my anger. And I checked, am I becoming victim for the anger or not? I'm not angry. So I decided, yeah, I was able to give away my anger. I got the lesson now, sir. Yeah. Things not to just speak, to practice. Anything must be for practice. Saying is pretty simple. Satyam vada. Truth should be spoken. I can give a sermon here. And after going out, we have to see what do we speak. Understand? Speaking is not important, practicing is important. They become gurus who not only just speak, not only give sermons, not only just give preachings and teachings, but who make us practice. They become teachers. Scriptures speak so many things, but we may not be able to understand all of them and practice everything, right? So the duty of our mentors and gurus is like a cloud, filters unwanted stuff from the salty sea water and picks up good water, brings that water to us and gives us so that we can easily drink, save the life, and enjoy and grow. That's the duty of a cloud. That is how the gurus act like clouds. They pick up the right things from the scriptures. They first check on themselves. And then they give the practical way of doing those things. That's why gurus are called as acharyas. Did you hear the name Acharya? What does it mean by Acharya? Achinoti hi shastrardhan आचारे स्थापयत्यपि स्वयं आचरते यस्मात् तस्मादाचार्य उच्यते. He first of all grasps the essence of the scriptures. Achinoti, so acharya. Achare sthapayati, and gives to others and make them practice. Swayam acharate, not just for the sake of preaching. He also practices that. He also owns it and he does it. He practices it for his sake. There are so many people, who preach things for others. You see, there are some teachers in universities and colleges. They give beautiful commerce lessons and economic lessons, right? They'll be there only, constantly giving the lessons and lessons. But the students who practiced with them, Bill Gates, they become something else. Probably many names like that. But the one who taught them the lesson is still there in the classroom. And their lifelong they'll be teaching. Probably they might have not practiced ever. But those who practiced them, they grew to the heights of the excellence. And they become Tatas and Birlas. Right? They become Ambanis and something. They grow big. It's not just simply saying is important. It is practicing by oneself who speaks that is very, very important. Swayam acharate. He also practices 3 things. What is that? Achinoti, achare sthapayati, swayam acharate. Grasps, teaches, and practices. The one who does all these 3 becomes acharya. We call only such people as acharyas. They are great acharyas who stood for the values they speak for others and made exemplifying their lives for us. Like, we know a great Acharya, Ramanuja. How many of you know about the Ramanuja Acharya, whom we consider as the statue of equality? He stood for the values he believed in and he preached them, though it is at the cost of his own life, but he didn't care. He wanted the mantra should be known. Until and otherwise you take it from a guru, from a right guru, it doesn't become right mantra. It may be there written in so many books, but it should be given by a living acharya. Then only you have to receive it from that person and practice it. Ramanuja knows many things because at his childhood itself, he just, modified the meanings given by the teachers for the Vedic mantras. He wanted to know the meaning of the right meaning of the mantra, for which he went to a teacher who was living 100 miles away from his place. That too not at his small young age, at his grown-up age like 40 plus, when he already became a sannyasi. Then he went on foot all the 100 miles on foot. It was during 11th century, right? 1000 years before. No buses, no trams, no tubes, no tubes, and no flights, no helicopters. And he can't go on an animal vehicle like horses, elephants, etc., bullock carts, etc. in those days, right? He has to all the way go on foot, and he went 100 miles. Guruji tested him, and Ramanuja passed the test. And Guruji said, "You are excellent student. You are really wonderful. But let us wait after 1 month. We'll see." Why? No questions are asked. See, when you go to visa office, when you wanted to get a visa, and you have to pay some bucks for him, right? About 2,000 or 3,000 that you have to, the pounds you have to pay him. And you pay. And then the interview time comes. And then he sees your application. And he says, next time, rejected. You can't question why. You just can't question. Simply you have to go back and again reapply, paying another 3,000 or something like that. No questions are asked. No questions are entertained. Understand? Ramanuja was sent back. Simply he used to come back all the 100 miles. Exactly the time when given by Guru, and he used to go back. And Guruji again tested him from A to Z and found good and said, you passed 100%. Okay, let's wait for another 2 months. No questions are asked. Again he used to come back all the way. And after exactly 2 months he used to go back. 17 times he went front and forth like that. 17 times. Walking all the 200 miles. On 18th time when Ramanuja went, Guruji got vexed. Not student. And Guruji decided, he's not, probably looks like, he's leaving. So pestering like anything. Okay, let me give. And then inviting him, taking some oaths like, I don't reveal it to anybody. And then he gave the mantra. But before that, when he was going front and forth, because 100 miles, some villages definitely will be there in between on the way. Those people used to see Ramanuja and used to say, if it is becoming this much of difficult for a great person like you, what about people like us, common people, how can we be saved from this mundane world, from the jaws of ego? How can we get relieved? And then Ramanuja said, that's okay. If I am blessed, I will give it to you. First of all, I need to get it right. If Guruji blesses me with the meaning of the mantra, I will definitely share it with you all. He already promised. But Guruji's promise was at the 18th time. Before that, Ramanuja promised. And after Guruji gave the meaning of the mantra, Ramanuja came out. There was a temple tower. All the people who got promise from him were waiting there. And just he revealed the meaning of the mantra to all of them. Because he understood that the power of that, it can really save the life of the soul. And then he just opened it up to the world. Bad information goes faster than the WhatsApp. Information reached Guruji. Guruji came running, got so upset and very furious. Ramanuj, you crossed my word. And result would be Naraka, the worst of the hells to you. And Ramanuja with no single word, with the folded hands, Guruji, those who have taken mantra, what would be the result for them? Okay, they will be saved. But you are falling in Naraka, isn't it? If all these people are saved, for that, I only fall in Naraka, that's okay, sir. For the sake of one person, throwing so many people into Naraka is bad. But for saving so many people, if one person goes to Naraka, and I'm ready for that, sir. And Guruji was surprised. You didn't care your life? Now, if those people are enjoying their lives, me, yes, I'm okay for that. And on the top of it, sir, I did not reveal the mantra to these people because I kept your padukas in front of me. They only telecasted everything. I am only just a mouthpiece. When I am speaking here, is it the mouthpiece speaking or I am speaking? If I speak without this, can you listen to me? Now whose is the credit? To the mouthpiece. So after I get down, do you garland this mouthpiece? Sir, I am like a mouthpiece. I didn't say anything. Your padukas are there. They only did everything. If there is any credit, that is to your padukas. Your paduka means you only, no? And if anything that evil should happen, let it happen to me. I am just ready to receive it. And Guruji's heart melted like the butter. He embraced Ramanuja and said, what a kind of heart yours is. We thought we are so great, but now I realized not we are great, you are greater than us. But he said that word in Tamil. The beauty is because it was the place where Tamil is spoken. And then he said, you are greater than all of us. Em Perum Anar. And that became a title to Ramanuja. And people started calling him Emberumanar. That became name of Ramanujacharya, in the latter days. Not only that, Guruji said, future world doesn't need people like us who never wanted to reveal good things to others. But the future world needs your sect, who at the cost of their own life want to save the world. Future should be that way. And hence, I dedicate my son to you. Teach him your knowledge, not our knowledge. World needs your knowledge now. This is Ramanujacharya. That's how he, during his lifetime, he not just enjoyed everything, the meanings of the scriptures, he revealed even to the downtrodden people like Harijans. He gave mantra even to such people. Because such kind of people were never allowed into the temples. Forget about the temples, even they were never allowed into the normal society also. Where common people walk, they people should not walk. That was the situation in those days. It was encouraged like that. But Ramanuja said, nothing doing such kind of things. Let's keep the temple doors open for even those Harijans. They can also take the mantra. They can also become the children of God. They can chant the mantra of God. And probably you may not be knowing, women were never allowed to chant mantras. Do you know that? If mantra is heard, fill the ears with molten lead. If mantra is chanted, cut the tongue to pieces. It may look odd to you now to hear, but that was the order of the day. People probably were accepting that. But after Ramanuja, he said, no, everybody is a child of God, no matter in what color you are, in what language you born, in what caste or creed you have born, whether you are a male or female, we are all children of the same God. And when that is understood, that means we are chanting the name of our own Father. Who can deprive a child from chanting the name of his father? It is irrational, illogical, and sin. And so it should be discarded. Such kind of taboos must be eliminated from the society. Not today. It was 1,000 years before I am talking. You know what happens if this kind of words are spoken in the society? What would the reward? Cut. How many of you know about the Socrates? Socrates. How many of you heard about the name? He spoke this kind of words in his time. The reward was he was sacked. That was the order. During such time, it was Ramanuja not just spoke the things, but he practiced and gave mantra to everybody. Because of him today, we are all chanting mantras. We are all doing pujas. We are all became devotees. We are all became Vaishnavas. During the latter period, so many acharyas came to spread this message like Vallabhacharya, Ramananda Acharya, Nimbarka Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and even the recent Swaminarayan. All these are followers of that Ramanuja's Bhakti Marg. Understand? So they are called acharyas because they never care for their own life. Their very intention was to save the world from the miseries of this ego and do something, give something, and elevate their lives. They are like clouds. They were gurus. They were acharyas. They gave that portable knowledge with wonderful examples to us so that we can understand and we can practice. And hence they are compared with the full moon. Acharyas are like full moon. Moon also gives light. Sun also gives light. Right? Which light is pleasing? Why? Does moon, having his own light? No. It's sunlight only. But when it reflects from the earth, then the moon becomes shining, delightful. Yes? But it's the same light from the sun, isn't it? But when the sunlight comes directly from the sun, it's pinching. But if the same light coming through the moon, it's enjoyable, pleasant, delightful. Light is the same. So it should come from the moon. It's like that. If the knowledge comes from the God directly, it's like sunlight. But if it comes from the gurus, from acharyas, it's like moon light. So we need to get the knowledge from gurus only. Though you may have so many books, though you may have Google, and nowadays, Chat GPT, and more powerful AI than that, still you need a live guru who can teach you the ways and means, so that not just you hear, but you can practice. You can put the preachings in your practice, and you can do things well. Lead your life for a goal, for a better goal, to make your life meaningful and make the lives of others also so meaningful. That's a kind of thing is needed. And hence, the origin for our betterment is always a guru. And then we need to get a kind of orientation from a guru. And at the same time, whatever you get, don't just be contented for you. Don't become more selfish like that. Anything that is good, try to share it with others. The more you share, the more you can enhance. Joy shared is the joy doubled. When you share it with many people, your joy knows no bounds. Sharing is a great thing, right? And when share good things, we always love to share bad things. But when you are sharing good things with others, you can multiply your joy. It should be like a fan oscillating, always you might have seen. When it has a power of giving the wind to you, then whatever you have around you, it doesn't create anything. Fan doesn't create anything new from its wings, but whatever the air which is around you, and the volume is not sufficient to you, it enhances the volume and then makes you feel it. That is a fan. Guru also never creates new things. There are so many Swayambhu Gurus who says, I don't believe in scriptures. I don't believe in avatars. Whatever I found is only from me. That's it. Maybe there are some kind of gurus like that. But our scriptures say knowledge must be in a lineage, in a parampara. Then only you will be saved from that. That is what our acharyas state. And we take the great sage Vedavyasa as the founder. And Swamiji, did he has his own guru? Of course. He's having his own guru, Parasara. But we have to start from some place, isn't it? And Vedavyasa never said, whatever I say is the law and I found it by myself. He never said that. Our gurus never say that. How many of you know the family trees? Family trees in your home. Family tree. Don't you know the family tree? Your origin. who is your father and who is their father, who is his father, who is his father. They write the family like this is the father and mother. They got 3 children and each child got 4 children, 2 children, 1 child, 3 children, like that, and then their children. They make a tree. They call it Vamsa Vriksha. Roots are on the top and the branches go down. Isn't it? Did you see that ever in your family? And when you see that, the first person whom you wrote also must be having a father. He is not from an ape. He also must be having a father and mother. But from somewhere we have to start it. So they take that person. Probably he may be a very prominent person, a very important person who made some kind of meaningful rules and regulations. So you started taking from him. It doesn't mean that he just came from the blue. He also must be having a father and mother, a lineage behind. So also we need to have a Guru Parampara behind us. And from that Guru Parampara, we take the great sage Veda Vyasa as the Guru of all Gurus. No matter what line they follow, whether they may be following Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishta Advaita, Suddha Advaita, Achintya Bheda, Bheda, many types of things are there. But for all, Veda Vyasa is considered to be the root, the main root. And hence tomorrow, the Ashadha month's full moon day, the birth day of Veda Vyasa. And hence it is considered as Guru Purnima. Tomorrow is Guru Purnima. And it's a very, very wonderful day. And all the great acharyas worship that great sage Veda Vyas to the world. The history of the humans, the history of the world. He presented through many, many scriptures, like he was the one divided the Vedas, wrote 18 Puranas, wrote Mahabharata, and wrote Brahma Sutras, the Vedantic aphorisms, 545 in number, and became the grandsire for the entire knowledge, Veda Vyas. And tomorrow it's considered as a Vyasa Purnima or Guru Purnima, and everybody worships one's own teacher, mentor, or the lineage. If they know the lineage, they accept the lineage and worship the lineage. And of course, for that lineage, the one may be here with us, one whom we know, probably whom we approached, from whom we got the knowledge. That specific person should be worshipped. Everybody worships one's own teacher tomorrow. It's a day dedicated for teachers, just like we have Mother's Day, Father's Day, Secretary's Day, variety of days, right? But for us, there is a day dedicated for Gurus, and that is tomorrow, Guru Purnima. A very wonderful day. And remember, without Guru, even God also never stays. You know the story of Rama got a Guru. Who is that? 2. Vasishtha and Vishwamitra. Lord Krishna, 2 Gurus. Sandipani and Gargacharya. Gargacharya was the one who actually did the Aksharabhyas. And Sandipani has given all other skills. For Rama, Vasishtha was the one who did the Aksharabhyas. But Vishwamitra gave all the needed astras and shastras. So even God accepted one as his guru. And we, the human beings, should have a guru. And we have to follow that guru and get something from them and practice it and see that it is again given to the next generation. Should be our responsibility. Fortunately, tomorrow is such a wonderful day, and actually our organization called JETUK stands for the authentic knowledge given by such great acharyas, by lineages of acharyas. And through that, of course, trying to do some activities. And for children, they conduct some classes called Prajna, where they make children understand the values of the life and also understand the scriptures, essence of the scriptures, and thus sharpening their memory. Normal memory is of course with us, but our Prajna kids will have super memory. What does it mean by super memory? Huh? Do you have something AI? More powerful than the AI. Our teachers will sharpen the memory of the students. I'll tell you one example. How many of you know Bhagavad Gita? Do you know a couple of slokas from Bhagavad Gita? Any sloka? Can you tell me? Any sloka is okay. Okay, good. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Okay, good, wonderful sloka. Can you tell what number of the sloka from what chapter? No. Can you say the previous sloka of that from Bhagavad Gita? For the next sloka of that, can you say? You ask our Prajna students from any part of Bhagavad Gita, they'll be able to say, if you say the sloka, they tell the number and chapter. And if you ask from a chapter and a number, they'll tell you the sloka. This is one. Another thing what they do, if you take 35th sloka from chapter 11 and skip 3 and say that. From 31st, they go to 34, 37, 40, 43, 46, 49, 52. They keep on just going and telling the slokas. Can you do this? Can you imagine this? Not only that, another kind of thing they also do that. If you ask them, take 24th sloka from 8th chapter and skip 3 backward or 4 backward and say. Counting number itself becomes difficult for us. Forget about the sloka. But our students, they skip 4. You said from 21st, right? Skip 4, they come 17 and 13 and 9 and 5. They say what exactly the sloka is. For you it becomes difficult to turn the pages and check. They finish that fast. I tell you just some sample, but you can do that all through the Bhagavad Gita, anywhere. If you give this kind of exercise to a computer, Supercomputer, not normal computer. It says error. Error. It doesn't reply. Check if needed. But our students are able to do that. Our Prajna course makes it for children, for kids able to do this. Elders will be able to do this. And for your information, the youngest kid who will be able to do this is 8-year-old. And the eldest who is able to do is 80-year-old lady. Is it a good thing or bad? Why that kind of effort is needed? You can use it in your math. You can use it in your physics. You can use it in your chemistry, in your commerce, in your economics, in your law. Anything. You can use this skill. This is a kind of skill. This is not a magic. It's not something, rocket technology. It's a simple skill which we can also own. We can learn and practice. Not many years are needed. If you are able to spare just a couple of months, you can just own the skill. Understand? A couple of months. But memorizing the text is your job. Once you memorize the text, this kind of skill, imparting the skill, doesn't take much time. Recently we were in US, Dallas. 6-year-old girl did it. 6-year-old girl. Can you imagine? And she took just 1 month time. 1 month. A kind of course, it is called Prajna. Our JETUK is trying to impart this kind of subject or skill to the interested elders or students, children, for both. This is just one activity that our JETUK is doing. Okay? You can contact our JETUK people are around you. I am very happy that you also interested in having a chapter here. And our president is Mr. Ranjit, who is there in the red shirt. And they have their own team members all around. And you can also join. See, doing good things, joining for good things, practicing good things is not a bad idea. Or even copying good things also is not a bad idea ever. But most of the times, copying so many wrong things like, using a electronic cigar, or going to the pub, or tearing the dresses. These kind of things normally people practice, and they feel proud of such kind of things. Doing good things is not wrong ever. It's always good thing. We can learn, we can practice, and we also can become models for others. I'm very happy today. All of you joined here on a weekday, mid-week day, for this long and many Mangala Asasanams to you all. Let God bless us all with good courage and energy to accept good things and to practice good things. Jai Sriman Narayana.